day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thabiso Moletsane. We'll be doing our first episode that we call Finding Your Validation. Finding your validation. Most of us are going through so much. Most of us, we are in trouble. Some of us, we want to commit suicide. Some of us, we're trying our all best to make it in life. But sometimes it feels like it doesn't happen. It feels like it's really tough. But the question is, what is the biggest thing of finding your validation? Okay, the biggest question, what is validation? Validation is the feeling of having recognition, confirming and being established in one's person's life and witnessing your legitimacy as a person, finding who you are. Do we know who we are? That's the biggest question. But the biggest question to say who we are, all of us, we are born from different families. Family. Number two, we are born in a different community, which is a society. Community. And this community might have schools, and different institutions in our society. And in a society, we are like actors, we are like on the stage. Everyone wants to be accepted, want to be recognized, want to be part of everything that is happening within the society. And the reason we lack validation is because of everyone from any family want to belong from that particular family. And after you belong, you want to be accepted, isn't it? You want to be accepted, either by your mom, your dad, your siblings, and a lot of people within your family, it's either your relatives. And the biggest challenge, if from the family you find yourself not accepted, it becomes very difficult for yourself to accept yourself and to move on to what you call the community. Because if the family, which is the first institution that socializes us, because of everyone, we are born from a particular family and we are socialized, we are taught. And if your family has never given you an affirmation, has never confirmed that you are worth it, then it has never given you what you call a self-esteem, that I belong in this particular family, and howsoever my family could be, then I belong there. But the question is, if I was born in the most poor family, am I going to accept that type of a family? That's the first. As a person, am I accepting myself to say, I'm born in this particular family, but I want to develop myself and become something else in the society? Then we come to the community. The community. How do you, everyone wants to belong to a particular community. Everyone wants to belong to a community. Wants to belong to your community. If you belong to your community, community will accept you if you are working. If you have money, everyone in the society will start to recognize you, to say you are worth it. Money. But ladies and gentlemen, the question is, if you don't have all those things that is expected of you from the society, you as an individual, are you accepting yourself? Are you validated? Are you confirming to say who I am? The biggest quote says, if you have lived to be accepted or validated by people, you'll die from rejection of everyone. Because of each and every day, everyone wants to be accepted by, it's in a society, a church, as I explained. But the biggest question is that worth it? If you as an individual hasn't accepted yourself, haven't validated yourself, haven't you find the truth of who you are, haven't find the real, the inner you, because there are a lot of things that are happening in the society. I was sharing with some friends for the past 2 weeks to say, There's a lot of things that are happening in your society. There's a lot of people who are going for initiation or becoming Abu Sangoma. Because of most of us, we want to be part of a certain spirituality. We want to be part of a certain sporting teams. Because of it's either you fave Kaizer Chiefs or Pirates. It's either you are part of, you are a fan of certain things. But you want to be part of a certain society. But the biggest question that I want to ask today is to say, whatever that we consider real every day of our lives, is it real? If you say you are real to yourself, what is real? What makes you real to that particular society? And as a sociology student, we understand what we call social construction. Social construction. What is social construction? It's how each and every one of us construct what is we call reality. The question is everything real? Everything that is real, it's constructed or it's man-made. It's somebody came with an idea, and this idea was shared amongst us, was shared amongst ourselves as a society. Over a period of time. And for instance, if in this group we learn that if you want to go to school, you have to be 7 years old first. Now, there's an idea to say, then when you are 7 years, you are more matured. Then this is shared among the society. Then that becomes everyone's reality. So what am I saying? Reality is socially constructed. And each and every one of us wants to conform with what the society says. What the society says about ourselves, about the particular idea, and each and every day we beat ourselves, we fight with ourselves, we are becoming depressed because of one person's idea, and we not becoming more innovative, we don't change things because of we always try to be part of the societal construction. Then the very same mere fact, it makes us to lose who we are. The reason some of us today we want to commit suicide is because of maybe we are unemployed. And if you don't have money in the society, if you are unemployed in the society, accordingly you are not accepted. You are a failure. If you don't have a degree in the society, you find yourself to say, I'm not accepted, I'm not worth it, I don't deserve to have certain things. And if you're not married, for females, if you're not married, the question is, am I being witchcraft? Or the question is, am I not that beautiful? But the biggest question is, all these things, are they things that defining us? Have you found who you are? Have you discovered to say, what makes me to be who I am? The biggest thing I always ask myself to say, if all these things that are happening in this busy society, have we found our purpose? Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you have discovered your purpose, then you'll understand to say, everything that happens every day, it's working towards your purpose. Why are you born? Because yes, you are born in a certain family. Yes, there are a lot of things that are happening into you. But the question is, what is your purpose? We're working towards finding our validation. But I won't go further. I won't be speaking about a lot of things. Because of, in the next episode, I'll be dealing with the one-on-one counseling. I'll be dealing with the clients who are going through a lot. You might be one of the clients. You might want to be assisted in certain things. Some of us, we are raised by our single mothers. And definitely you want to understand to say, okay, why did my father run away? Some of us, our parents passed away when we were very young. And there are a lot of questions to say, does God even love me? Some of you, you're going through so much in your life. But there's so much that is happening. Even to a point that we lose what we call the purpose. And discovering your purpose, it's one of the most vital point, the first step that you need to take in going to self-validation. When you have found your purpose, you'll understand to say, whatever you're going through today, whatever the circumstances you are in today, and for a fact that you don't have a degree, for the fact that you might be divorced, for a fact that you might be sick, for a fact that there are a lot of things that are happening every day in your life, and you question yourself to say, why me? Because the biggest question we ask ourselves is, why me? Why are these things happening to me? It's about finding your purpose. Because of everything that is happening in ourselves, it's with what we call, I always say, process is not a punishment. It's a process that is leading us towards our purpose. But if you lack validation, if you haven't accepted yourself, if you haven't understand yourself, if you haven't affirmed with who you are, because of this thing of wanting to be part of, sometimes it's killing us. Because of sometimes we have these friends that are moneyed, and you go to befriend those guys, and now you feel that you don't belong there because of automatically yourself, you don't have what you call a self-brand. Self-brand. Establish your brand as an individual. Find to say, what are my qualities? What are my values? What are my strategies? How am I going to reach the certain goals that I want to reach in my life? Then it will be easy to understand your brand. Yes, you might be coming from a poor family. You may be coming from a sad background whereby your mom and your dad has divorced. And there are a lot of things that you're asking yourself to say, maybe my parents has divorced because of me. Maybe your dad has never raised you, never raised you. And you're always asking yourself to say, why does this man never came into my life? And every time you are so angry, you have people who are so angry at those particular people. And one thing I always tell a lot of my clients to say, anger is one of the most powerful feelings that will block you from your purpose. But all the things that are happening in your life, they are happening for a purpose. And if you can lose yourself from that, if you can never discover to say, am I important today? I have value. I have everything in this world to make it. And whatever that is happening today, it is not permanent. Even seasons of nature, we have summer, winter, autumn, spring. And we know to say we are now approaching, we are in summer already. Before winter was going out, it get so much cold. Now, even in your life, you need to take it like that. It's seasonal. Whatever you might be going through today, it's a season. It might be going. It might be autumn. It might be dusty. You might not see where you're going. But the spring is coming. The rain will come, and you will start to reap the fruits of the problems, of the hardships that you have went through. It might be tough today, but tomorrow will never be the same. But the biggest thing that you need to do is finding your validation, is finding yourself, is finding your purpose, is understanding to say, why are you living? Because if you lose that, you'll forever be in pain. If you stuck in your pain, if you don't have any intention to grow from that pain, if you stuck in it, there's nowhere you go. But for today, I'm just going to tell you this words. Find your purpose. Find your brand as an individual. After you have found that, you are on your journey to be validated. Because of, yes, you want to be accepted by family. You want to be accepted by girlfriends and boyfriends. Because sometimes you jump from relationship from one to another. Because of automatically you yourself, you haven't accepted yourself. You feel yourself to say, no, even at work I don't get proper jobs. I don't get, because already yourself, you haven't accepted yourself. How can other people accept you, whereas you haven't accepted yourself? Why do you expect people to accept what you don't love? If you can start to accept and valuing yourself, people will be attracted by that feeling that you give into yourself. So it's very important. Anyone who's be watching us, will be following us on a different episode, to your journey to discover yourself. I know you're in pain. Sometimes you feel like, this guy is just doing motivation. But we'll be dealing with a lot of topics. I'll be explaining you what we call habitualization, phenomenology, which is the main ideology of what society and how society is constructed. And why are we going through so much pain? Because of wanting to fit in this society. Learn to step out. Because of you have a self-print. And if you have a self-print, you need to know to say, I need to stand out. I don't have to be like everyone else. Because of you are designed to be that machine that God has created to be. You are designed to create things that has never happened. But because of laziness, we want to affirm. We want books so that we can just copy and paste life. But genuinely, life is not like that. We lose creativity today because of we want to follow everything that is happening in the society. As I did earlier on, to say everyone is going for initiation whereby they become sangomas. Others, they go to negotiation, they want to be men. But the question is, if we want to even to categorize spirituality, does spirituality have race? Whatever that you're going through, whatever you want to affirm with, whatever you want to discover, let's sit down, let's talk. Call us, visit us on our website. If you want to talk, come into our offices, let's talk. Because of whatever pain, maybe today you want to kill yourself. You feel like this life doesn't have worth. You might be going through the hardships, but those things are there to create who you are. You will never be the same design like somebody next to you, like your sibling, like your brother, like your sister, like your friend. You are your own. You have your unique number plates that need to be driven. So start to find your purpose and be validated. In those words, in closing, find who you are. As on that what I quoted to say, if you don't accept yourself, want to be accepted by others, you will die from everyone's rejection. Because of if you have never discovered yourself, if you have never accepted yourself, everyone will reject you and you will start to kill yourself. Thank you.